Badr. Badr took place on the 17th Ramadan in Hijri year 2. Due to ongoing tensions between the Muslims and the Quraysh, the Muslims suffered years of persecution and lost property in Makkah. The Prophet aimed to stop a trade caravan led by Abu Sufyan. This was to reclaim their wealth. The caravan escaped, but Abu Sufyan called for more troops. The Quraysh army, even with the caravan safe, marched out to face the Muslims near Badr. This led to the Battle of Badr. They named it Badr due to a well-located between Makkah and Madinah. There were 313 Muslim men against 1,000 disbelieving men. But nonetheless, Muslims won the battle and were able to kill 70 men and capture about 70 others. As for the Muslims, 14 were martyred. This was because Allah sent angels to help the Muslims. Allah said, "And Allah has already made you victorious at Badr when you were a weak little force. So fear Allah that you may be grateful." Remember, when you, Muhammad, said to the believers, "Is it not enough for you that your Lord, Allah, should help you with 3,000 angels sent down? Yes, if you hold on to patience and piety and the enemy comes rushing at you, your Lord will help you with 5,000 angels having marks of distinction. Allah made it not but as a message of good news for you and as an assurance to your hearts. And there is no victory except from Allah, the Almighty, the All-Wise." Uhud. They named it Uhud after a nearby mountain in the city of Madinah. It was between the Muslims and the Quraysh in the third year of Hijrah. The Quraysh wanted to get revenge on the Muslims. They aimed to regain their status among the tribes after losing the Battle of Badr. The Muslims were around 700 to 1,000, and the disbelievers were about 3,000. The battle began with the Muslims in the lead, yet the archers disobeyed the Prophet and left their positions. This allowed the disbelievers to sneak behind the Muslims and attack them. As a result, the Muslims lost the battle. Ahzab or Khunduk occurred in Shawwal in the 5th year of Hijrah. The Quraysh people planned to invade the city of Madinah, where the Muslims lived with a large army. The Prophet learned about the plan. He called a meeting with the Muslims to discuss how to defend themselves. In the meeting, a man named Salman al-Farisi shared a clever idea. He suggested digging a trench around the city of Madinah. When they arrived for the fight, the disbelievers felt shocked. They saw holes around Madinah. Arabs hadn't used that war tactic before. No actual battle happened as a result. Still, Allah sent a fierce cold wind. This forced the polytheists to retreat without a battle taking place. "O you who believe, remember Allah's favor to you when there came against you hosts, and we sent against them a wind and forces that you saw not. And Allah is ever all-seer of what you do." Sulh Hudaybiyyah. The Prophet saw in a dream that he had entered the holy mosque of Makkah and performed the pilgrimage. So the Prophet, who was in Madinah, sent Uthman bin Affan to the people of Quraysh who were in Makkah. Uthman's mission was simple: inform them we didn't come for a fight, but we're coming for Umrah. After Uthman's journey, they both concluded a treaty. The parties agreed to the treaty with 4 conditions. 1. Muslims will return and not enter Mecca this year, but will enter Mecca as Umrah performers next year in safety. 2. There will be peace between the two sides for 10 years, during which people would be safe and refrain from harming one another. Whoever wanted to enter into the covenant of Muhammad entered into it, and whoever wanted to enter into the covenant of Quraysh entered into it. 3. Whoever wanted to enter into the covenant of Muhammad entered into it, and whoever wanted to enter into the covenant of Quraysh entered into it. The tribe that joined either of the two groups was considered part of that group. So any aggression against any of these tribes was considered an aggression against that group. 4. Whoever from the Quraysh came to Muhammad without the permission of his guardian, fleeing from them, he would be returned to them. And whoever from among those with Muhammad came to the Quraysh, he would not be returned to them. Khaybar. After the Muslims expelled the Jews of Banu al-Nadir for breaking their treaty with Prophet Muhammad, the Jews plotted revenge against them. To that end, the leaders of Banu al-Nadir set out to incite the Arab tribes to attack Medina. Quraysh and its allies responded to their call. Later, the Jews of Banu Qurayza joined them, even with their pact with the Muslims. The Muslims prepared for battle and began attacking the first fortress. The Prophet gave the banner to Ali ibn Abi Talib. He told Ali to invite the Jews to Islam before fighting them. He said, "Go at a slow pace to their courtyard. Then invite them to Islam and let them know their duties to Allah. By Allah, if Allah guides even one man through you, it is better for you than having red camels." The Muslims took one fortress after another. They faced days of siege and fighting. The Jews resisted with great determination, but they chose to surrender and negotiate. The Jews asked the Prophet to spare their lives and keep their property. He agreed to their request. They asked him if they could farm the land of Khaybar. In return, they would give him half of the harvest. He agreed. The people of Khaybar surrendered. Then the Jews of Fadak, Wadi al-Qura, and finally the Jews of Tama did the same. Among the captives was Safiya bint Huyai. Her father led the Banu Nadir and was a Jewish leader. Hinana, her husband, died on the day of Khaybar. The Prophet gave her a choice between Islam and remaining a Jew, saying, "Choose. If you choose Islam, I will keep you for myself. That is, I will marry you. If you choose Judaism, I may free you so you can join your people." She chose Islam, and he freed her and married her. Between 15 and 20 Muslims became martyrs in the Battle of Khaybar, while the number of Jews killed was 93. Tabuk, the Prophet, heard the news of Romans preparing for a war in Tabuk, so he told the companions to get ready for battle. He also sent messages to the Arab tribes and the people of Mecca, asking them to join in. The Muslims rushed to obey the Prophet's command. The Prophet went to Tabuk with 30,000 fighters. This was the biggest Muslim army ever. They camped and waited for the Romans to arrive. The battle ended without any fighting. The Roman army didn't show up.